Well, Pilgrim, I'm back. Back with Earth's Morning, or Thoughts on Genesis. Today it's Genesis chapter 1, verses 9 and 10. And God said, Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. Well, no change had as yet taken place upon the mighty mass of waters which, like one vast and unbroken ocean, covered the whole earth. It was still in the condition referred to in the 104th Psalm. Thou coverest it with the deep, as with a garment. The water stood above the mountains. Yeah, it was truly the melancholy main. There was no life, no joy, no intercourse of happy being. If then the earth is to be the dwelling place of life, there must be a change. These waters must, in part at least, be dried up. They are not wholly to pass off, for they are needful in many ways. They are needful for beauty, and God considering this in all his works, because it's important to God, beauty. They are needful for supplying the atmosphere with vapors and the earth with showers, as well for filling the rivers with which fertilize and gladden it. They are not indeed needful to the extent in which they now exist, and hence in the new earth they shall be largely curtailed, if not wholly done away with. We read in Revelation 21:1, Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. But though in a measure needful, they must be changed and their limits abridged. The land which they cover must rise above the surface and become a fit habitation for man. How this was done, we're not told. God said, Let it be, and it was so. It is but a word, and all is done. This one word went like lightning through the deep foundations of earth, upheaving some parts into mountains, sinking others into valleys or deeper receptacles for the ocean. The process is alluded to in such passages as the following. Job 26:10. He has inscribed a circle on the face of the waters at the boundary between light and darkness. 38:8. Or who shut in the sea with doors when it burst out from the womb? Psalm 33:7. He gathers the waters of the sea as a heap. He puts the deeps in storehouses. 95:5. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. 136:6. To him who spread out the earth above the waters, and his steadfast love endures forever, for his steadfast love endures forever. Proverbs 8:29. When he assigned to the sea its limit, so that the waters might not transgress his command, when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Jeremiah 5:22. Do you not fear me, declares the Lord? Do you not tremble before me? I placed the sand as a boundary for the sea, a perpetual barrier that it cannot pass. Though the waves toss, they cannot prevail. Though they roar, they cannot pass over it. 2 Peter 3:5. For they deliberately overlooked this fact, that the heavens existed long ago, and the earth was formed out of water and through the water by the word of God. Thus God refers to his operations, giving us indeed but little insight into the actual process, yet finally painting and spreading out before us its great features. Two parts of the globe thus formed received their names from God, the dry land being called earth, and the gathering of the waters, seas. God then looked upon his handiwork, surveying it in all its parts, and then pronounced it good. The earth was good, as it now spread itself out in all its inequalities of valley and mountain, of plain and precipice, a goodly earth, fit to be the dwelling of creatures made in his own image, fit to be the material out of which the bodies of these creatures were to be fashioned, yea, fit to be the material out of which the body of his own Son was to be composed when he took flesh in the Virgin's womb. A goodly, goodly sea. Goodly in its stretch of illimitable vastness and in its transparent depths of unpolluted blue. Goodly in the grandeur of its deafening storms and in the still more wondrous grandeur of its majestic calms. Goodly in all its moods, whether of gloom or gladness, whether shadowed with a cloud or spanned with a rainbow, or reflecting the sky's clear azure, or bathed in sunshine, or silvered with the moonbeam, or strewn with starlight, whether breaking in surges against the rock or stealing in soft ripples over the glittering sands. If sea and earth be thus good, according to God's own judgment, there can be no inherent evil in matter, as some philosophers would teach us. Matter is not in itself carnal. It is not the corrupter of spirit. It was created good, and it cannot corrupt itself. It is spirit that has done this. It is spirit, not matter, that is the fountainhead of evil. What a world is this of ours for scenes and associations and remembrances. Earth and sea are full of them. Evil and good, sorrowful and glad, what feet have trodden this earth? What eyes have gazed on that sea since God brought them into being? Here holy men have lived. Here the wicked have triumphed. Here Abel's blood was shed. Here Enoch walked with God. Here angels have visited. They've been visitors. Here the Son of God abode. His footsteps were on the earth and on the sea. It's a small enough speck in the map of the universe, but it is the most wondrous of all. And though it has felt the curse for a season, it is to taste the blessing again. And when the mighty angel is seen descending to reclaim the heritage, as we read in Revelation 10:2, he sets his right foot on the sea and his left upon the earth, in token of his having come to take possession of all things which God at first created. The earth and the sea, they are now the depositories of the dead. The bodies both of the holy and the unholy are resting there. But the day is near when out of that earth and that sea the trumpet shall call the dead. Neither shall be able to detain their victims when the life-giving voice shall be heard. John 5:28. Do not marvel at this, for an hour is coming when all who are in the tombs will hear his voice. 29. And come out, those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those that have done evil to the resurrection of judgment. Revelation 20:13. And the sea gave up the dead who were in it. Death and Hades gave up the dead who were in them, and they were judged, each one of them, according to what they had done. In the dust of the earth, or deep beneath the roar of the ocean, the saints sleep soundly, as in a peaceful bed, till Jesus come. In that same dust, or beneath these same cold surges, the sinner lies, like the criminal in his cell, awaiting the summons of the judge. Some things to think about here, pilgrim. So meditate on these things. God bless. Have a blessed, blessed day.